This is the first time we'll be meeting like this after the events of the past 2 weeks. Well, we're not here to apportion blame or do a post-protest analysis. Mo rí pé àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ wọ́n kí mi. Well, first, I thank you for the kind words, but I have to say that there's nothing extra. I am doing the job that you gave me in Oyo State. Wọ́n dẹ̀ sọ pé ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ kọ́ ni oníṣẹ́, ẹni tó bá forí ti dópin. So tó bá ti di May 28, 2023, tí mo bá ṣe dáadáa ń gbà ẹ kí mi. So we're here to chart a way forward by rubbing minds together. Also, through this meeting, we'll be able to present to you some of the decisions we have taken in favor of our young people here in Oyo State. Let me start by thanking everyone in our state for your cooperation, especially the service commanders. I came back from Lagos about 9 p.m. yesterday, and we went into a security meeting with everyone, DIG, Oyebade, the service commanders, and we're there till just about past midnight. And they're here also this morning. They've gone out, so we want to show our appreciation to you on behalf of the government and the people of Oyo State. Even when thugs and hoodlums decided to cause mayhem in some part of our dear state, some of you stood up and repelled them. We had so many people call the 615 emergency contact number because they were not interested in the destruction of lives and properties. And because of your actions, our losses, both human and material, were minimal. So Mokiyi, I want to reassure the good people of Oyo State that all criminal elements that engage in wanton destruction of lives and properties, they'll be dealt with. I can give you that assurance because killing, arson, destruction of means of livelihood, they are not part of us. They are not the things that we stand for as a people. Yes, I supported the protest, and I do not have any regrets for supporting that protest. I had a serious exchange with the CP. Yes, you will feel, and this is also true for the police hierarchy. I mean, they were losing men, they were losing police stations, and they needed to act. But I said we have to act with caution. It is difficult to understand what I was trying to say in the heat of things, but we did in the end, and we agreed that we will proceed and we proceeded with caution. And that is why the situation did not really go beyond what we saw. So I also want to urge members of the Nigerian Police Force working in Oyo State to step up to their responsibilities to protect lives and properties. Just like the DIG said, there's no agency that can take the position of the police. They have to maintain internal order. So we have to give the police the opportunity to carry out their constitutional responsibilities and functions. Well, we do know that trust is low right now, but with what we have discussed and the course of action that we have agreed, I believe we can quickly regain public trust, especially through the professional conduct of the police force. Even amongst the leaders, there's a trust deficit. Ìgbà tí Kábíyèsí ń sọ̀rọ̀ láìpẹ́ they said the youth, yes, they have the right to protest, and these are things that have been with us, over a period of time. So we definitely have to proceed from this point forward with caution. And I also want to make one point that is very true and very germane, and that is we must not read any ethnic, religious, or political coloration to the challenges that we're faced with. Tẹ́bá wo gbogbo àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n dúró ní Èkó, and because I went to the middle of the protesters, ẹni tó wà níwájú mi kò mọ̀ bóyá Haúsá, bóyá Igbo or Yorùbá ló wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. They were united in coming forward with their demand. So this is not the time to start talking about ethnicity, to start talking about politics. I met with the Honorable Minister for Youth and Sports this morning, and he said, he came to first deliver a message from the President and Commander-in-Chief to me, and he said, I also want to thank you for, visiting Lagos yesterday. I said, no, you don't have to thank me. This is if something is going on in Lagos, it's a matter of time. It will get here. So, for politics, we invited all the ministers from the Southwest, all the governors from the Southwest. Èmi nìkan ni PDP tó wà ńbẹ̀. But we were all united in looking for a way or a path forward. And this is what we have to do as a people at this particular moment. Well, we have done a few things. Number one, we have set up an initial 500 million naira compensation fund for victims of injustice. So I encourage everyone who has suffered any form of injustice in the past or as a result of the EndSARS protests to please take advantage of the platforms we have provided to log their cases. We have an email service and a direct reporting portal on the Oyo State Government website. A judicial panel for Oyo State will be inaugurated in the next 1 week to look into cases of injustice. We know that the protests have been as a result of seeming anger among the youths. We are aware of the economic situation, especially the reduced income of many due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and also the general unemployment situation in the country. I want to use this opportunity to reassure all of you, and also especially our youths. I want to give them the reassurance that we will continue to prioritize actions that will positively impact the youth. So for this reason, we have taken the following immediate actions to address some of the issues raised by the youth during the protest. 1, I have directed that a 500 million naira MSME funds to be set up. This fund will be disbursed to youths who have bright entrepreneurial ideas that will provide further employment and improve the economic landscape in Oyo State. I have directed the employment of 5,000 young persons across all government agencies. We have schemes. We've been talking to Oyo State Road Transport Maintenance Agency before now. We've been talking to Amatekun. Some of those recruitments we need to immediately wrap them up and pull these people off the streets. We're also thinking about agency for direct labor. If some of our youths, if we bring them in, even if it's cutting flowers, if it's making drainages, we need to strike at the heart of what the Yoruba people will say that ọwọ́ tó bá dilẹ̀ ni ìsúnbẹ̀ ní iṣẹ́. Àníjẹ́ kí ọwọ́ as many of our youths àníjẹ́ kọ́wọ́ wọn dilẹ̀. So the criteria for employment and the dates for assessment will be announced by the agency authorities. And going forward, starting from 2021, whatever we're able to do with direct labor agency plus agencies like Ostroma, and I'm glad now that the speaker is here. Also, our honorable members, Aona Wambi, the budget will soon come to you, and these are things you will find in that budget. Also, we have seen in other places where people, hungry people, They have gone to bust warehouses where COVID-19 palliatives were kept in other states. There's an unfortunate incident here in Oyo State. A gentleman, had a contract from Kakovid to produce Kakovid rice for them, and people thought that place belonged to Oyo State government, and they went and they looted part of the rice, but thankfully Operation Burst went in on time and they stopped it. And he has explained himself also. Yes, we still have a few Kakovid items left, but we've done palliatives in phases. The first phase was for the poorest of the poor amongst us. The second phase, we took care of the farmers. The third phase, we took care of civil servants and political office holders. And then the fourth phase, I believe we took care of the vulnerables within our environments. We are waiting for the rice promised by Kakovid. It hasn't gotten here, but we have now decided to still go ahead with the fifth phase of palliative distribution. This will start before the end of this week, and it will be for the poorest of the poor within our environment. Let me again reassure the good people of Oyo State that our administration will continue to live up to our mantra of putting the people first. We will continue to protect the rights of every resident of Oyo State as contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. Also, let me also say that we have not changed our open door policy. If you need us, call us and we will answer you. We're always happy to dialogue with everyone for the economic good and development of our beloved states. I was in Lagos yesterday, and what I saw, I can tell you that they were not particularly mob action because they were targeted. On a particular street, you have other buildings prettier than the ones they touched. So the question is, why touch one building, leave 2-3 other buildings in between, and go to the fourth one? And this is where Eyi Babawa, the traditional rulers, Oríadé Ọ̀rúnlẹ̀kẹ̀, ẹni iṣẹ́ tó pọ̀ láti ṣe fún wa ní gbogbo agbègbè yìí. The police will have to return. And you play a very crucial role in ensuring pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá wọ́n padà sí agbègbè wa, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ wọn. We've all learned from this, and I can give you the assurance that the police, they've also learned. So we'll start the process of rebuilding all the police stations that have been burnt down or vandalized, so that we won't use our own inaction to invite anarchy. And where you have been able to see external people, ó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Òkè-Ò, The robbery níbẹ̀, when we did the investigation, those people were external people. So we have to be vigilant. If it's about really external people, please inform the authorities. Because I saw kidney motive of these external people. Our state is the state of Omoluabi. So Amorawa, even àwọn ọmọ líle tó wà ní àdúgbò ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa. So we should call them, ká pàrọwà fún wọn. And I believe 100% pé iṣẹ́ tẹ́ lè ṣe ni pé ẹ dẹ̀ ṣe fún wa, Ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ fún yín ṣe. And the local government interim chairman and LCDAs, I am saddened by the news of the kidnap of one of you. We'll do everything within our power to get him out. But you have also jobs to do. Instead, some of you don't stay in your council and LCDA, you come and stay in Ibadan. There's work for us to do, all of us to do. Yes, the hotspots, Ibadani, but issue kidnappings and all the other ones, you have a role to play, and you have a role to play to settle the police, to settle them into their various stations in your locality. And whatever we need to do to make that happen as quickly as possible, we're here to ensure we do that. And finally, this is a period where we're saying, yes, there is a peace, but is that a peace? Is it a peace that will endure? After peace, to endure near your state. And to have peace that will endure, everybody, every one of us will have to contribute. We will have to play a part. Whether honorable Neo, whether commissioner Neo, gbogbo ala ní ibi tí agbègbè tá ti wá. We need to go back and organize people, organize structures. Níbẹ̀ tó fi jẹ́ pé even the vigilantes, we need to bring all of them in. And I believe in the days and weeks to come, wọ́n wá study bí Ọ̀yọ́ state ṣe ń ṣe, and ìgbà yẹn á dẹ̀ sọ fún wọn pé gbogbo wa làjọ ṣe papọ̀. Ọlọ́run á ràn wá lọ́wọ́. God bless Ọ̀yọ́ state and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.